In our previous video, we learned how to obtain the rule for a linear pattern. To make one house, we need 6 matches. To make 2 houses, we need 11 matches. To make 3 houses, we need 16 matches, etc. The pattern is linear because we need to use 5 more matches to make a pattern with 1 more house. But how about the total amount of matches? Let's say that you want to make the first 8 patterns. How many matches altogether will you need? Stop the video here if you want to give it a go. The total amount of matches to make one house is easy, 6. To make pattern 2, we need 11 more matches, so to make the first 2 patterns, altogether we need 17 matches. To make the first 3 patterns, we add the third one, 16. This leaves us with a total of 33 matches altogether. You can count them, there are 33 matches. We could add the pattern with 4 houses and 21 matches, which gives you a total of 54 matches. But rather than continuing this pattern until we have 8 houses and counting all the matches, I'm going to show you the method that Gauss used. Gauss realized that when you have a linear pattern, you can pair them up. 6 plus 21 equals 27, the same than 11 plus 16, 27. That makes 2 lots of 27 or 54 matches. This will work if you want to obtain the total amount of matches to make the first 8 patterns. Adding pattern 1 and pattern 8, pattern 2 and pattern 7, pattern 3 and pattern 6, pattern 4 and pattern 5, we obtain 4 pairs of 47, which equals a total of 188 matches required to make the first 8 patterns. No matter how many terms we are adding, we can always pair them up. In this particular case, adding the first and the 8th and multiplying this by 4 will return the total of matches required to make the first 8 patterns. This works for any amount of terms. Adding the first and the nth pattern and multiplying the sum by half of n will return the total of the first n patterns. So let's do it. Adding 6 and the nth term, 1 plus 5n, and multiplying that by n over 2 will return the rule for the total amount of matches. That is 7 plus 5n. Dividing each term by 2, multiplying it by n leads to the quadratic rule. You can check that this quadratic rule will return 188 matches to make the first 8 patterns by replacing n with 8. This is a very intuitive way to obtain the rule for a quadratic pattern. For more intuitive methods, check these other videos, and until next week, happy learning!